Getting voiceover work in the next 30 to 90 days is actually possible. Even if you're a brand new voiceover artist, there are just some things you have to make sure that you have in place. What I want to talk about is how I've been making money in a non-traditional way for voiceover over the past about 60 days now that has really made a significant impact in my income and what I'm able to do as a full-time voiceover artist. If you guys don't know me, I'm Earl Hall. I've been a full-time voiceover artist for the past 15 plus years, and I'm here to help you figure out how to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover business. Now, over the past few months, I've been diving into some things, not only with new ways to go about getting voiceover work that most people, actually no one I've heard of, actually talks about, but to show you the steps that you can take to accomplish these same goals. I know that getting voiceover work is a goal that you have. You want to make this, whether it's a part-time income or full-time income, both are doable, but you have to employ some patience and you have to employ some strategy and tactics that are going to get you to that goal. Now, most of the ways that people talk about getting VO work is on the pay-to-play sites like voices.com or Voice123. Boldago, different platforms that you can actually go on to put up a profile and get work. Even platforms like Fiverr as well has been a long-standing one for at least almost the past 10 years for VOs to go to. As a matter of fact, I got one of my best or my highest paying voiceover job, one sitting came from Fiverr. It was over $6,800 that I got from that a few years ago. So Fiverr is a valid resource as well. But what about the non-traditional ways that are coming up right now? And how do you actually get to take advantage of those? Now, all of these, most of you have never heard of or don't know how to explore and or exploit with getting VO work. And I know there's a lot of issues with that. So let's go ahead and dive into this. I got my notes as I always do. One of the ways that I've been exploring and making money is with a platform called ElevenLabs. Now, what is ElevenLabs? ElevenLabs is a place where you as a professional voice actor can go, set up an account, basically. Doesn't cost much. You can click the link in the description. It'll show you all that information. You can develop your own profile and people can come there and use your voice. Your voice is AI generated. And when I tell you it sounds just like me, or it would sound just like you based on the audio that you upload, it's amazing. These are some of the stats that I'm getting right now through ElevenLabs. Now, this isn't my highest moneymaker, but over time, I can see this as something that is going to have amazing potential. When you look at the number of people that are actually using my voice in their products, I don't have to do anything. And I get paid for them using my voice. However you feel about AI, AI is here. It's not going away. So we have to figure out some ways to lean into this so that we can get the benefit from using platforms like ElevenLabs. You can go on ElevenLabs, set up your profile, upload your voice. I think they want about 30 minutes. They say 3 hours is ideal. I did about 40 minutes and this was the result that I got. You tell me if this sounds like me or not, right here. Starting your voiceover career, keep it simple. A quiet space, quality USB mic, foam panels for sound, and free software like Audacity. Don't overthink it. Just sound clean and professional. The rest comes with practice. Okay, put in the comments what you think. That was an AI generated voice, by the way, from a script that I just typed the words in and it said what it said. All right, so that's ElevenLabs. Once again, the link is in the description for that. Now, let me tell you this one. This one people use, but I don't think they use it to the fullest potential, and this is LinkedIn. LinkedIn, as a voiceover artist, can be one of the best places for you to spend your time because you have every different type of business on there. You've got authors, you've got entrepreneurs, just everything in regards to the genres that you can utilize to promote your voiceover work to showcase what it is that you do. And I've given examples before on what it is that you need to do on these different platforms. Excuse me. And if you look at some of my shorts, you can see how I describe using these platforms. We're talking about LinkedIn. So here's what you want to do on LinkedIn in particular. One, you've got to make sure your profile is set up in a way that it's going to attract that attention based on the posts that you're putting out. On LinkedIn, you as a voice actor, what should we be posting on LinkedIn? On LinkedIn, you want to post things like your setup, your process, like how you do what you do, why you selected the gear that you've selected. What is your process for editing and processing audio? That's like a couple of the topics that you want to be talking about, and particularly on LinkedIn, because these people are going to care about it. Also, obviously, you want to showcase your demos, your actual work, all of these things. You want to set up your LinkedIn profile so that it is addressing the concerns that people that would see it and need your services would want to see. The project section is important. You want to make sure you're listing the projects you have worked on, you are working on. You want to have, this is your, for lack of a better term, this is your resume of you being able to show what it is that you know how to do. On LinkedIn, posting video now is very popular, especially in short form. We can just say 60 to 90 seconds, right? You want to make those videos showcasing your voice, how it is that you perform, so that people can see that as well. The thing is, you always want to lead someone somewhere. You always want to have a call to action, a CTA, in your LinkedIn posts. Check out more here. You might have a YouTube playlist of all of, like I do, of your VO work or whatever it is that you do. You might have a website. What I would do, here's a pro tip. Whatever genre it is that you're doing. Now, a lot of us do different genres of voiceover work. You might do, I do promo videos, I do commercial videos. Whatever the genre is, you want to send them to where they can purchase that. So if you're doing something in a specific, I wouldn't send them to a website. Websites are really dead at this point. They just are. And nobody's listening to your demos. No one's going to your website to listen to your demos. We're in interest media, not even social media anymore. What are people interested in? So if they see a post of yours, you're doing a voiceover for a certain type of genre, you want to send them to something that's going to continue that story along. You don't want to send them to a website where they have to search around and see what else is there about this thing. You want to send them right there. Right? So that's key for LinkedIn. Also, setting up your LinkedIn profile, letting people know that you are open to work. Let them know that you're open to work and let them know what type of work you're open to doing. So recruiters will see this. Different voiceover people will see this as far as that would hire voiceover artists and they're looking for that. You want your qualifications spelled out in what it is you're interested in doing. The project section showcasing that. Any testimonials that you have, you want to make sure you're showcasing those and make sure you're posting something on LinkedIn, 1 to 3 times a week so that you stay relevant with all of these things. Now, I mentioned before that AI is not going anywhere. We can talk about it ad nauseum, but it's not going anywhere. So how can you as a voice actor lean into this? One of the biggest ways that I've discovered right now, and particularly on a site like LinkedIn, if you sign up to get job postings and people send you, LinkedIn will send you job postings, which they do me every day. There are multiple opportunities out here. When I say multiple, it's not even funny. Training AI models to basically understand human speech and human emotion. It's a real thing. And they pay a lot of money for it. You can make upwards of $150 a recorded hour. Imagine that. Now that's what I'm doing. You can make $35 an hour. There's all different price ranges and there's opportunities there. As a matter of fact, one of the latest opportunities that I got in this arena was actually through Upwork. Actually, it started through LinkedIn, had me set up an Upwork profile, which I did not have. So I had to set up my Upwork profile, got the gig. This particular gig, it's for a maximum of $20,000 is what this gig is for. Don't need to say any more about that. Now, so you want to make sure that you're not only setting up your LinkedIn profile, I would set up that Upwork profile as well. And because some of these are linked, but these opportunities out here right now are real. And many of us are not going after them. There are those of us that are, and that are making a very good income doing these things alongside of the other traditional type voiceover work that you have available to you that you actually already know about. But now let's get into the key things about what it is that you need, because if you don't have the appropriate gear or setup, none of this stuff is going to matter to you. And you're going to apply for these things. And one of the big things they do is they have you send in your voice sample. They have you send in pre-made scripts. They have you do these things so they can analyze your audio, the sound quality, no editing involved. They don't want any editing. They're really looking for, is there background noise? Are there clicks? Is there unnecessary stuff going on in the background? So you want to make sure that you have the appropriate setup, from microphone, audio interface, to a treated recording space to be in. Whether it's a Snap Studio like I have, or you're recording in your walk-in closet, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is the end result. Is the end result good enough for what it is that they're looking for you to do? This is why, and there's a link in the description. If you need a setup, I've got one for under $800. You can just click the link and check it out. But it's important that you're ready before you apply. And what I mean ready before you apply, I'm not just talking about your gear. I'm talking about your LinkedIn profile is set up appropriately. Whatever social media you're using is set up appropriately. Everything that you have is ready to go. Because what will happen if you're not ready, they may ask you for something that you don't have available. Because they will, when you apply to these jobs, they'll ask for your LinkedIn profile. And they will look at your LinkedIn to make a determination on if they even want to offer you something. So you want to make sure that these things are set up and ready to go. So it's about having your online presence ready to go, your gear ready to go, your recording environment ready to go, your demos ready to go. You want to have these things done before you try and apply, because when it happens, it's going to, or it can happen very quickly. You can get a rejection very quickly. You can get an approval very quickly as well. So when you take a look at what it is that you have going on for you right now, what are those things that are key? And I want you at this moment to start focusing on LinkedIn. I want you to focus in on developing that profile. I'll even drop a link to my LinkedIn profile. You can check mine out to see how I've got mine set up, because these are very important things. And if you have them set up, you can take advantage of the opportunities, because opportunities come. And if you're not ready to accept them or take them on, you miss out. So preparation in all of this thing is a very key thing. I'm willing to take all of your questions, your comments, just drop them. And I answer all of the comments. I answer all of the questions that come in particular. So make sure that you do this. Drop me a like, make sure you're following, and I'll see you on the next video.